you have any update on Ryker Evans?
I do. You see, he's not going to be playing tonight. Still recovering a little bit from the last game, and we'll see what it means for him going forward after tonight's game. Chandler Stevenson will be back in from his illness, and the rest of the lineup will be game time.
What do you need to see from your guys today that you haven't seen, let's say, the last 3 games?
Well, I think we've talked about, the turnovers and the execution with the puck, but that just means we're getting away from the mentality and the identity that which we need to play at to have successful hockey, and so we've talked about it. The guys have talked about it. It's time to put it on the ice.
With the shuffling of the lines, just what were you kind of looking in the top two combinations there with 9, 19, 13, and then 10, 37, and 17? Just what made you want to kind of put those two together?
Well, we're, the last time we played Carolina and anticipating tonight, it's a big boy game. It's going to be on the walls. It's going to be in the trenches, and you have to dig in and win those battles to have success against the Hurricanes. So the line combinations are adjusting to put people in spots where they're going to be in those competitions, be in those compete, be in the wall play that is critical against this team.
Speaking of like Yanni Gordon in particular, kind of helping support Maddie there, is there any kind of dynamic between the two of them that you think could be beneficial maybe for Maddie too?
I just think the speed, the forecheck, and the hound that Yanni is a huge part of identity of his game is be beneficial with Maddie and Schwartzy there.
And what went into the decision to also scratch Andre Burakovsky?
The standard of which we expect the players to play at and the compete. I think Andre's been working hard mentally to get out of the spot he's in and not scoring, not providing offense. But tonight will be a reset for him, and a little bit like Shane Wright having a reset with a game or a couple games. Andre just needs to get refocused back on what he does well.
What details on the power play need to be really a focus, be priorities tonight against such an aggressive PK?
Yeah, I think movement and execution is critical. They're going to be under pressure and they're going to be under heat. And if you can execute and you can be direct executing, you can get chances. Last game against them, we had 3 or 4 golden chances with real good execution with the puck and getting the puck direct to the net, which means there's 2 or 3 at the net. And Canner had a great chance last game that way. Schwartzy had a great chance at the net that way. And I think it's critically important. You have great execution, but you have great execution towards the net to beat their pressure.
How much bigger of a challenge is it facing this team in their building when they have Jordan Stahl or Jacob Slavin, probably one of those two out every time you've got the guys you want out that can produce?
Yeah, there's the challenge right there. They're an aggressive team. They're good. They're aggressive. They're a good defensive team because of their pressure and because of their aggression. And they're not the only 2 guys that provide that. Their whole team does throughout, and it's a challenge. It's a challenge to execute under that pressure. It's a challenge to win those battles along the wall. As if you don't, it's going to be a long night.